football games as you do and do throughout the year. When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Marketing come up with that for him. Those were his phrases that he came up with, that he believed in.
Just win. Play hard. Try not to make mistakes. But don't worry about mistakes, because there's only one thing that counts. Just win. Just win.
Yo, welcome back to the SC Raiders Talk, aka boy Eric, and I'm back, you feel me, for another episode of the 2-for-1 Nation podcast, man. Twuan will be joining us in just a bit, but shout out to everybody that's here so far. Hopefully everybody's having a great week, you feel me. Sucks that we didn't have a schedule release today, but that got pushed to next Wednesday, so we're going to talk about some previewing it and all those different things. And as you can see from, you feel me, the news pretty much I've been seeing is a coin flip for the draft pick. We're going to talk about all this and more. Shout out to everybody, man. Let me see who's up in here. Shout out to Robert Pena. What's good? Ray Love. Salute. Good to see you guys, man. Hope all is well. Dark was good. Salute. Navy Vet says salute, Eric and Twuan. I flipped a coin to see whose chat I be in. Sorry, Twuan. Hey, shout out to Navy Vet, man. You already know what it is, man. Salute. Good to see everybody, man. SoCal Sal was good. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Shout out to everybody coming in here, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. You already know what it is. Shout out to Ray Love, man. You already know what it is. Let me see. Let me get the. Isn't it good to hear that? Isn't it good? It's good to hear that. I ain't gonna lie. It's always good to hear that. I don't know why. It's just like every time relaxing, smoking before work tonight. That's good, man. That's good. Glad you could join us. Good to see everybody in here, man. Shout out to Sebastian. What's good, Sebastian? He says, I flip a coin for anything. Run them likes. You already know what it is, man. Stack them up. Hit that like button, man. And if you can't see somebody's comment, they're probably on the other channel. We're simulcasting on both the SC Raiders Talk and the RaiderTwuan channel. If you guys can, hit that like button. Help push out the algorithm. Help pushes out the live to everybody else. And I would greatly appreciate it, man. But we got a lot to talk about today. You feel me? Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I would say a lot of detailed things that have happened. Everything from training camp moving to the coin flip to all these different things. We're going to break it down, tell you what's a rumor, what's not. But I could tell you right now that coin flip is the most. That's how you know. Here, this coin flip thing came from the cornerback himself, right? And let me just get straight into it, right? Let me get straight into this coin flip thing, bro. Right off rip, bro. Let me see. So, if you guys don't know about the coin flip was mentioned by Terrion Arnold, apparently. Right? I haven't seen any interview. I have not seen any press conference or anything to do with Terrion Arnold. But every article I have read and everywhere I have seen has stated that there was a quote given by him. I don't know the exact quote, but the quote kind of went like, hey, the Raiders contacted him after saying that it was a coin flip between both of them. Now, breaking down the coin flip, I think it's 100% bullshit. There's no way this is actually true, bro. There's actually no way, bro. There's actually no way that the Raiders organization, the people we have in the building, did a coin flip for a corner or tight end. Like, there's no way, bro. The best available versus the best need available. Because at the end of the day, me personally, Terrion Arnold was the best need available. Well, wasn't even the best need available. What am I saying? He wasn't even the best need available. What the heck? I'm chatting, bro. He was not the best need available, bro. People are saying Terrion Arnold at 13 would have been perfect for me. He's a late round, first round, early second, bro. Nowhere near top 15, bro. Quentin Mitchell's better than him. Nate Wiggins is better than him. Those guys were on the board. So there's no way there was a coin flip for best available to need available. I think it's a rumor. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a rumor. I think it's a rumor 100%. He says flip a coin for Batty to wipe up not the Law Lizards. Terrion Arnold is lying. I think so too, man. I think he was lying too. I think 100% he was lying. But you feel me? I personally think Kool-Aid is better. Me too, Sebastian. I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is. There's that Terrion Arnold fits with the Raiders, and I like his mentality. I mean, there's a video that came out from when he was younger, and he kind of was out there saying, "Hey, I want to be there one day." He kind of had that dog when he was smaller, but besides that, I don't know what I really when I'm watching film, I really don't see anything that just brightens up and it's like, damn, the 13th pick, we could have got him, we could have got him. Hell no. But anyways, let me bring out my co-host. It's not the 2-for-1 nation. I mean, it's not the 2-for-1 without two people, man. It's not 1-for-1 nation. It's 2-for-1. Let me bring out, man, my co-host here, man. You feel me? The home of the Brown Crackers, and also on top of that, a home of the host of the congregation and many other shows out there, man. My brother here, the other half of the 2-for-1 Nation podcast, RaiderTwuan in the building. What's good, Twan?
Hey, what's good?
What's good? What's good? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Man, I can't complain. Blessings to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? 2-for-1 Nation. Two brothers for one nation. And y'all know it's the Raider Nation.
You already know, man. Shout out to all lies. Arnold at 13 was a reach. People tripping, and that's a fact. People take your words out of context. All AP was trying to say was it was a close between them two. And yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like a tale of two tapes. I don't know why he would even say something about he interpreted AP completely wrong, thinking that it was a legit coin flip. It was a hypothetical thing. But at the same time, man, I believe that they went best available, and I think they did the best choice for the Raiders, in my opinion. At the end of the day, as much as I wanted defense and the best available and certain position needs, this was the best thing that could have happened for our quarterbacks and make their job easier. But shout out to all eyes, man. What you feel about the coin flip, man? What you feel about this Terrion Arnold stuff?
Man, all this stuff that's going on. Look, I'm not trying to take heck along. I'm just calling BS on all of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's really what is cracked up to be. And to be honest with you, if Terrion Arnold was running his lip like this, I'm glad that he ain't a Raider. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you throw a red flag on situations like that. And Terrion Arnold, I'm throwing a red flag on you, dog. You don't call out organizations like that. You know what I'm saying? And even if that was the case, but I don't even think it was. So if he's doing that kind of stuff, I'm glad that he's not here. I think we missed another Arnett in regards to the situation, like for real. Like there's a certain culture that we have here at Raider Nation. There's a certain swagger. You know what I'm saying? Let me pop my non-collar out one time in regards to what we do over here with the Raider Nation. And if you ain't about that as a player, if you ain't on that vibe, hey, we checking you out the door, and you can be on the next Spirit flight out of here. So I'm glad if flipping the coin was the case, I'm glad we flipped the coin and we won that one, because that ain't it.
Well, there's actually a video. I did not know this. So we're going to watch it, see where this quote came from, and, dissect it. But you feel me? Twan's coming in with the haymaker. Shout out to Raider Paul. Let me shout out everybody that's in here, man. Raider Paul, Ray Love. You already know what it is here. Let me play it for you guys real quick, man. You already know. So this was the video. Let's hear it.
They knew that the Raiders, it was a possibility that they took me, and actually the Raiders coach, they called me after the draft. They were like, we actually had a coin toss between you and Brock Bowers and landed on him. I was like, oh, wow. They knew that the Raiders
Hold on.
and landed on him. I was like, oh, wow. Coin toss between you and Brock Bowers and landed on him. I was like, oh, wow.
So he did mean it as an actual coin flip. I thought it was actually like something that he said that people twisted, but he actually said it was a legit coin flip just based on that last. That's why I repeated that last part. He says, oh, and it landed on him. So, yeah, he interpreted wrong. I'm pretty sure the coaches did contact, or maybe not, right? And probably was like, hey, you feel me? You guys were two of the best people available for us, but we ended up going a different route. Good luck on your endeavors. I don't think it was a legit coin flip. I think it was hypothetical. If it was said, right? If it was said, I think it was hypothetical and it got twisted. But at the end of the day, I think we did the best choice. I don't know about Twuan, but I think we did the best choice, in my opinion. At first, it was shocking, but I think it was the best choice.
Hey, look, and that's why I said if we flipped the coin, I think we did the best. if that really was what it was, I'm not saying I don't believe that, but even if we did flip the coin, we won that one. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no way that you're going to say that one of the arguably probably one of the top three, you know what I'm saying, of skill positions on the board is on the board, and we take a corner that could possibly be the third or fourth corner. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it on the 2 for 1 Nation podcast that we like. Hey, I was saying I like Q. You know what I'm saying? I like Quinion Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? And we also talked about, you know what I'm saying, Kool-Aid McKinstry, you know what I'm saying, being a dog. So there's a whole lot of other guys that were better corners, you know what I'm saying, that we could have went at just to all of a sudden pick Terry.
I think he accidentally pressed his laptop too hard and it kicked him. I think he accidentally tapped out or something. What the hell just happened, bro? He just let it. Yo, Terrion Arnold is attacking this live, bro. What the fuck? Yo, I'm sorry, my bad. I don't know what happened to him. I think he hit his laptop too hard and he got out of here. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the hell happened right there. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to James Furp. What's good? Salute. That boy RaiderTwuan fool himself. He did say they called him after the draft. I didn't kick Twuan. He's out. He's not even backstage. I don't know what he did. He probably pressed his shit too hard. His internet connection did a coin flip to power on or off. Shout out to Alfredo. What's good? What's good? Good to see everybody in here, man. Hope all is well. And yeah, they did call him after the draft, so it's kind of sus that it's after the draft. I don't know. That's pretty weird, right? But yeah, as we wait for Twuan, I don't know. He was in the middle of his thing. He just freaking, I don't know what he did. He smacked his laptop or some shit. Shout out to everybody, man. Did y'all hear JD5 and Malik Neighbors getting in trouble for making a 10K bet on who's getting Rookie of the Year? Did they really? I don't know how truthful that is. I haven't seen, but that's a 10K bet on who's gonna win Rookie of the Year. That's crazy. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. You guys already know, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, man. Push out the algorithm and stuff like that. But yeah, that was the coin flip video. Apparently, it was a podcast. I didn't know it was actually a quote that actually happened. Now I've seen it for myself, right? Live for you guys, man. And and it's interesting to see those things, man. It's interesting to see those things. I don't think that it was all truthful. And if it was said, it was hypothetical, not no like legit coin flip. But people are gonna twist it the way they want. Whenever the media gets a little bit of, you feel me, news, they try to do their best to make it big news, right? Just because there's nothing. And I think he's back. I don't know what happened. I think he good. He good. I think he good. You good? I don't think he's back. I don't think he's back yet. I don't think he's back yet. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody coming in, man. I hope all is well. Hit that like button. Help push out the algorithm. I appreciate everybody for being here. Shout out to Raider Paul. Was good. Was good. Especially when it deals with the Raiders. And that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Whenever the media gets or the NFL gets a little bit of a slither of Raider news, they're going to do everything they can to make it huge news, right? And that's what it is. And I hate it every time, but that's just how we are. You good? All right, let me bring him back. I don't know what he did. You hit your laptop too hard or what?
I'm hyped about this situation. They playing about my team. I'm tired of the media, you know what I'm saying, running their lips and running, you know what I'm saying, running circles around stuff that really shouldn't, first of all, shouldn't be put out there like that, but then want to, you know, run it and make it, you know, a bad narrative. I really feel this situation is BS. I really do. And for Terry Arnold to be, you know, a player in this situation, again, like I said, that just shows you what kind of player he is, and I don't want that here. So I'm glad we missed that bullet.
That's a fact, man. And shout out to Cool Kev. What's good, Cool Kev? My 2 cents. What's good? Good to see you guys, man. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. But obviously, that's the coin flip. You feel me? It is what it is. It happens. You know, we knew it was gonna happen, and we know that in the next month and a half, things are gonna spice up again. Shout out to Capitan Rafucho. We already know things are gonna spice up. We already know that things are gonna be brought up to make some news happen. It's always gonna happen, and that's what's gonna be in the next month and a half. Yeah, a good month and a half actually. But moving on here, obviously involving another player, right? And I talked about it on my show. Not sure if Twuan has talked about it in general, but it has to do with Josh Jacobs. And I got a couple questions here for the things with Josh Jacobs. And the first one is the nation asking for too much from Josh Jacobs? And if you guys don't know what it is, he came out with a retweet. He retweeted something's thing and said, hey, I don't want to do a fake ass apology. They moved on and I moved on. And Raider fans are livid and are like, why can't we get a goodbye? At least live on some due diligence and on some good notes. But he said a fake ass goodbye. Twuan, is the nation asking for too much from Josh Jacobs?
Raider Nation, I think we're entitled. Some of us are. He doesn't have to give us any explanation. He doesn't have to give us any thank yous. He doesn't have to give us any, you know, you guys were wonderful, etc., etc. Do you guys do that when you guys get fired from your job? Do you write a letter to your old employer and say, "Oh, we had a great time together"? Like, or when and I know everybody's gone through this. You got an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. Do you really want to sit there and talk about, oh, you know, I'm sorry, it didn't work out. Just let it go. Let it go. If he don't want to talk about it, that's perfectly fine. And let me say this too. And I know some of y'all was raised like me. What did your mama say? Matter of fact, because it's Mother's Day, let's go down Mother Lane. What did your mama always tell you? If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Well, guess what? That just lets me know that Josh Jacobs ain't got anything good to say. So that's why he ain't saying anything. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Josh
Me.
Jacobs about to freeze in the snow. But let it go. We moving on. We got things. We got. I ain't gonna say we got bigger and better things, but we got some things cooking over here that we ain't got to worry about our ex. I'm just saying.
Cool, Kev. Don't open the floodgates with that one. Don't open up the floodgates with that one. Don't open up the floodgates with that one. That we don't want to open the floodgates with that player. But but for me, I think we're asking for too much. I mean, at the end of the day, Twan said it all, man. You don't have to say anything if you don't have nothing nice to say, man. And for me, the way Twan has gave examples, my goodbye is pretty much the same way as Josh Jacobs every time in every scenario, and it's a big fuck you. That's what that's what my goodbyes are. I ain't gonna lie, I'm ruthless. I don't give a shit. Like at the end of the day, if you're gone, you're gone, bro. Like at the end of the day, you didn't work out with us. You weren't. You feel me? You had your worries and your priorities, and the Raiders had their worries and priorities, and they went two separate ways, and it is what it is, bro. I'm not gonna beg nobody like, hey, where's my goodbye? Or hey, I want to. Why didn't you stay? Like, why can't you just be a Raider? At the end of the day, bro, I don't give a shit. Like, if you didn't want to stay and you just didn't work out and the organization didn't give you what you wanted, hey, goodbye and good luck. Actually, not good luck. Go out there and do your thing. Because at the end of the day, you feel me? I don't care. I personally don't care. At first, I will say, at first, when the first news came out that he went to Green Bay, I was a little bit like, what the fuck? Like, you feel me? Like, okay, he kind of left on a little bit of bad terms. Like, what the hell happened here? What's going on? But then, when I gave it a little bit of thought, I'm like, you know what? Why are we even here sitting, reminiscing about a guy that, I mean, let's be honest, didn't have a good season last season. You feel me? It is what it is. He was good in multiple categories. He was the best running back before in a certain year. But at the end of the day, what have you done for me lately? And he didn't do jack shit last year. And also, when he didn't get what he wanted, he wasn't in training camp. Do you really want those guys around? Come on, let's be honest, y'all. Do you really want those guys around? That somebody that doesn't show up to training camp, doesn't show up to none of that? Hell no, bro. There's a reason why they parted ways. There's a reason, bro. And for me, I'm glad we don't got a guy like that in the building, bro. At the end of the day, as much as he's got talent, as much as he's got that, right? The actions speak louder than words, man. And the actions never really shine me. And I know a lot of people love this guy and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, I'm not discrediting what he has done. He was the reason why we won multiple games in a lot of aspects. But at the end of the day, bro, what I care about is your character outside of it, and your character, your actions. And the actions just didn't speak. So I think the nation's asking for too much. We don't need a goodbye. And he doesn't need a farewell either. And that it is what it is. And he clicked himself out again. But it's not a goodbye. It's a see you later. Hell no, bro. Josh didn't stay healthy and get a second contract. It's a fact, man. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But we got a better team now, in my opinion. You feel me? But I was going to go on to this question, but he clicked himself out again. I don't know what he's doing. The next question is, with Jacobs now on the Green Bay Packers, how does this impact the Raiders' backfield heading into the season? What do you guys feel, man? Do you guys think it impacts the backfield or it doesn't? What you guys thinking? For me, I don't think it does. I think we're gonna be a little bit more pass than run this year. I don't know about you guys, but just based on all the weapons we brought in, I think we're really gonna be more pass heavy than run heavy, in my opinion. I think that's the turn they're doing. Just another guy McDaniels ruined. McDaniels ruined a lot of guys, bro. That boy McDaniels was an offensive, I don't know what you want to call him. Kmart connection is real. Kmart connection is real. But what you guys feel, man? You guys think it impacts the backfield heading into the season, man? For me, I don't think it does. I think the guys we brought in all have catching ability, route running ability, running ability, and on top of that, they're guys that could, you feel me? Like I said in the beginning, could catch. And I think it's gonna be more pass heavy than run heavy, man. I think we're gonna see a lot of more screens. I think we're gonna see a lot of behind the line passes. We're gonna see a lot of 2 yard, 3 yard throws, and the rest is yards after catch. I think that's what's gonna be with a lot of these things, man. This might be like Gannon with the short passing game, and that's what I'm thinking, right? Cool, Kev. I think that when it comes down to the running back by committee and all these different things, I really truly believe that it's gonna be a lot of short passing game and stuff like that. Um, are you ready to go? Well, he looks like he's outside now, but yeah, we'll go.
Yeah,
What's good? What's good?
we outside with it. You know what I'm saying? We outside with it.
Yep. But I was just saying, with Jacobs on the Green Bay Packers, how
Mm.
does it impact the Raiders' backfield heading into the season? Do you think it impacts it, or do you think we'll be just fine?
I don't think it's going to change. I don't think it's going to change much. I think we're doing. I think it is going to be running back by committee, but I think our offense is going to change a little bit. I don't think it's really going to be really that solid. Power running type of style. I think our passing game is actually going to open it up for our running game. I think a lot when you really look at all the weapons that we have on the offensive side of the ball, when you look at the Devontae Adams, the Jacoby Myers, and the two tight end set, you can the defense is definitely going to be looking at that. You know what I'm saying? They're really going to be keying into that. So what are they not going to be looking at? They're going to be not looking at the running back. So you can dump it off to the running back, and the running back going to be able to run on open space, and there's going to be a lot of what I'm saying, a lot of that going on with this offense. So I think offensively it's going to change, but I don't think Josh Jacobs is like a huge we're a missing factor in what we're trying to do. Of course, there's still question marks there, right? There's still question marks on how Zeus is going to pan out. We don't know if Madison is really that guy. But yeah, that's what I got on the running game. I'm confident in what we got. Going in with Getsy in this offense.
Yeah, this might be like Gannon with the. Oh, we already read that. We might find another Jacobs when before the season starts. Who knows? Run game,
True.
screens, short passes, catching them off guard, deep. That's what it looks like, right? You bring in guys like let me break down the running back room, right? You have Zamir White, obviously was looking pretty good last season, towards the end, right? And then you obviously have people like Madison that you brought in, that is a good second, third running back. And then you look at the rest of the room, and you have Amir Abdullah that's really good at catching and yards after catch. Then you have Dylan Lobby that from New Hampshire was the all-purpose yard leader in the FCS for two back-to-back seasons. And when you watch his film, he does a lot of great. He has great route running ability. He has great catching ability, man. And that brings another dynamic to the running back by committee, man. It's a lot of guys that could pass catch off the backfield and can run at the same time. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be a lot of screens, man. I think a lot of screens, short passes, stuff like that. A lot of even running backs lined up at the slot. I think you'll see a lot of people, a lot of times running backs running up at the slot. You might see an empty backfield with these guys, and that's the beauty about this. The people that we brought in, people like Brock Bowers, right? People like Michael Gallup. These guys that could come in and make some sort of impact, right? In the passing game and make the job for the quarterback a lot easier. And that's what it looks like. So we go see, man. We go see how it goes. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna impact it too much. I think the main thing is we wanted Josh Jacobs to be a hero a couple seasons ago, but now we don't need the running back to be the hero. And simple as that. That's why he didn't get paid, right? But now moving on, and it has to do with the free agents we have brought in. It has to
Defense,
do
they're
with
going.
what happened?
I said with the opposing defense, they're going to definitely key into, what we're doing. Passing
Mhm.
side, that is we're definitely gonna catch a lot of people by surprise when we're dumping it off to our running backs, and our running backs are taking it to the house.
Yeah, yeah, facts, man. Shout out to Jace Purple. Break over Latest Raider Nation. Hey, I appreciate you for stopping on by, and you already know what it is, man. Shout out to you, man. But moving on here for the free agents, man. How do the signings of Gallup, Guyton, and potentially Pete impact the offense? How much of an impact these free agents will do, man?
It creates the wide receiver room, man. That's gonna be crazy because I was actually looking at, uh, I was diving into some of our, UDFA's, thinking that maybe one of those guys would crack the spot on the roster. But when you have Michael Gallup, you know what I'm saying? The question mark is if Michael Gallup, like I said in the last week, if Michael Gallup can still Gallup. And with Guyton, I like Guyton. You know what I'm saying? I like what he brings to the table. He's another guy that can stretch the field. You know what I'm saying? He's another guy that you can, rely on, on the deeper side, of the roster. You already have your Jacoby Meyer. You already have your Devontae Adams. You already have your Trey Tucker. That's three. You know what I'm saying? And then the question marks are, if Gallup can finally get one of those spots, if Guyton can do what he needs to do to get a spot. And then, DJ Turner's still out there. And DJ Turner, everything that I've seen from DJ Turner, in podcasts and stuff like that, he looks like he's been working. So there's a lot of guys, and I haven't even talked about the UDFAs in regards to wide receivers. So there's a lot of room in that wide receiver room. Offensively with Pete, I think Pete, I don't know specifically where they're looking to place him, but I think there's still going to be competition because he's good at guard, but he also can play tackle. So there goes another guy coming in with some versatility, and we'll see how that pans out for the O line. I don't care who it is on our O line. I just want them to figure that out because as soon as we solidify that, I think we can add at least 2 more wins to our win column. You know what I'm saying? Just because we solidified our offensive line.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to the point, man, I think these guys will make some type of impact. I believe Gallup and Guyton will make the roster. I think these guys are two guys that I think I have over people like Wilkins and stuff like that, Wilkerson and stuff like that. And there are guys that bring veteran presence and all these different things. With Gallup, obviously, he's a wide receiver 3 or 4, and for the Cowboys, he was a good wide receiver 2 or 3 at times. And to bring him in and be that wide receiver 3 or 4, is perfect for me, man. I think and for the price you got him, you got a really incentive based contract at $3 million. It's a pretty good contract. So, to get that and get a guy like that has the potential when healthy to make some type of impact and make you could say another passing threat. And then Guyton is a speedster, man. I think he's gonna fight for that Trey Tucker spot. Will he make it? I think I still have Trey Tucker over him, but I will say that Guyton brings that speed and ability for deep threat to come into play as well, and it brings competition at the end of the day. Then you got Pete, right? And Pete has been one of those guys that is similar, very similar to Whitehair, right? Was a Pro Bowler. Pete was a Pro Bowler for 3 years. Brings that dynamic, man, from a really good Saints offensive lineman for a very long time, right? And he also played primarily on the left guard position, but then switched to a tackle in this recent season. But I do feel like he will fight for the same thing as SoCal Sal said right there. He'll be fighting for a starting position easy, man. I think him, Whitehair are going to fight for a starting position. And I would not doubt it at all, man, if we see a line with a lot of veteran presence in it, man. And you start looking at people like Parham, and it's like, do you think he has that starting job secured? Go ahead.
That's the question, right? Me and we've been talking about O lines. I believe it seems like we've been talking about O line for at least a year and a half, and we all kind of identified that maybe possibly we just need to go pay for veterans to solidify our O line. Well, I think they're trying to do that. I think they're bringing in veterans that actually know what to do and how to do things, even not just on our offensive line, but even at wide receiver. Like, think about how much Michael Gallup, what I'm saying, being that third wide receiver, and what we really asked for our third wide receivers to do. Our third wide receivers, a lot of, in most offenses, they pretty much read what the defense does, and they sit in those little gaps and pockets just to help move the chains. So you have your Devontae Adams and you have your Jacoby Meyer on the outside, and then Michael Gallup is reading the defense and says, okay, the open pocket is right here. I'm gonna set right here, and then, oh, we're moving chains. You know what I'm saying? So just to have that veteran presence of knowledge and wealth of knowledge in that room, you know what I'm saying? And again, with Guyton, like I said, with Guyton, what I see out of Guyton is he's another speed receiver that, when you look at our wide receivers, what I'm saying, as an entire whole, you kind of you identify Trey Tucker, but who is the other guy that you can say is really a speedy wide receiver? You know what I'm saying? So to bring in Guyton just kind of gives us a reinforcement of, hey, we know people get hurt, we know people get injured. You know what I'm saying? What happens if Trey Tucker goes down? Who's the next wide receiver that's going to be able to stretch, stretch the field? Well, at least we got Guyton here to do that for us. So I like it. I like it. But some of this stuff is going to get trimmed down. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we ain't got 53 right now. I think we got like 90 something in regards to how many guys we have on the roster. So I love the competition. I love the competition.
Facts, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Leo. What's good? Good to see you, man. Hope all's well. Shout out to Randy, man. You already know what it is. Shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for stopping on by, man. And for everybody here, man, hit that like button, stack them up, man. Please, please, please. For both channels, man. We're both live on both channels, both the description. Please go hit that like button. Pushing out the algorithm, pushes out the lives to other people, man. I appreciate everybody here, man. So, of course, when you look at this offensive line in particular, and you look at this offense, man, they're really building a team around these quarterbacks, bro. And I'm going to continue to praise that throughout the whole offseason, bro. They're literally doing exactly what we've been asking for a long time.
At least on this show.
Yeah, I know, right? No matter who's under center, no matter who's the one throwing the ball, do everything you can to build around that guy and make sure that they got the pieces to succeed. And that's exactly what they're doing. From all the veteran presence that they're bringing in to even the draft picks. We got not arguably, the best offensive weapon in the draft next to Marvin Harrison, bro. At the end of the day, you can't be mad at a pick like that. At first, it was surprising. But the fact that they brought that in showed that, hey, they were for sure not going quarterback no more in any second, third, fourth, fifth round, bro. They were not. They were all keen on Aiden O'Connell and, of course, Gardner Minshew. And you kind of looked at, how do I say this? You kind of looked at the Champ Kelly press conference. If you guys haven't seen the Champ Kelly press conference, I recommend you go because he did talk about it. I kind of posted a YouTube short on my live, and he kind of talked about the quarterback room. He talked about the quarterback room in a separate question that I didn't put on the YouTube short. But he did talk about, hey, these guys like Bradley and these guys that we got here, that junior guy that we brought in from Baltimore, these guys that could bring in competition, the Gardner Minshew. And then the one I dropped, the YouTube short I dropped, he talked about Aiden O'Connell, that having belief in him. And again, another guy, part of the organization, saying that they believe in Aiden O'Connell and his ability and his way to come out here and really play to his full potential. And, who knows what the other offseason, man? Who knows what the offseason with Aiden O'Connell, what he could do, man? And, at the end of the day, I kind of said, as of right now, I think Minshew might start just because of that veteran and he's easier to gain the playbook knowledge pretty easily because he's a veteran. But I would not doubt it if Aiden O'Connell starts day one. And if Aiden O'Connell starts day one, I would not be mad at it, man. I wouldn't be mad at any of these quarterbacks starting, to be honest. I mean, between Gardner and Aiden O'Connell, I would not be mad at neither starting because at the end of the day, we got a team around them to succeed, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. They're not overpaying people and keeping the team in cap held. That's a fact, man. They're not. Shout out to Randy. He says Gallup, Guyton replaced on Wilkerson and Carter. Randy, I think it's a high possibility. We got to see how the training camp goes around, the competition, and everything we hear from training camp. But as of right now, I would say just because of their abilities and the things I have seen from these guys, I would not doubt it if Gallup is. I think Gallup will make the roster. I think he will beat out Wilkerson and Carter. And then for Guyton, I think it's a race between Guyton and Carter for that guy behind Trey Tucker, or even to start over Trey Tucker, right? So we got to see what happens there. But I do think that Gallup for sure will replace Wilkerson or Carter for sure. Guyton up in the air for me. So I guess we will have no fullback. It looks like it's Steve Jones. I don't know. I think our fullback is still out there. I'm not 100% sure. Let me actually look right now. I think he's still out there. Let me see. Jacob Johnson, because I don't really know if anybody grabbed him. Yeah, I don't think anybody has grabbed him still. I think a lot of y'all wake up on the wrong side of history soon. I mean, that's the last thing said. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it, but we got a lot of people that could block. I will tell you that. Bowers, Mayer, and even bringing in a lot of these offensive linemen, some swing tackles, these guys all could block. So, I don't think we necessarily need a fullback, and we hardly used them last season, right? So, we got to see what happens, right?
I think they're going to use the tight end. You know what I'm saying? I really think they're going to use the tight end as our, like kind of have that as that fullback position style, because you also get a lot of versatility there in regards to having a tight end in that fullback spot. That gives another thing that the offense has to look at. And again, you can have Brock Bowers put in that fullback spot, flex him out, and let him do whatever he needs to do. So there's a whole lot of crazy things that they can do to, fool these defenses just because you have a tight end as your full in the fullback slot.
Yeah, and before I get to the comments, we got a little bit of breaking news. I mean, I wouldn't say breaking news, but finally it happened. The signings of all the rookies have been put into effect as of 15 minutes ago. Hey, congrats to them, man. Glad to see them. Obviously, they were going to get signed regardless, a lot of them. I mean, all of them. And as you guys can see, they have signed Brock Bowers. And this time, it kind of looks like they were waiting for everybody's deal to get done so they can announce it all together. You have Brock Bowers that just signed Trey Taylor there 12 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, MJ DaVinci. Actually, it's only 3 people. I got more than 3 notifications. I don't know why they're not showing the other ones. Let me see. Because it also says they signed the other ones. Let me actually refresh it. Let me see.
Shout out to the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys have not, go ahead and subscribe.
All right, there you go. They did sign everybody. There you go. DeCamerion Richardson, Tommy Eichenberg, Dylan Lobby. There you go. Trey Taylor, MJ DaVinci. Everybody has been signed pretty much that I could see. For some reason, I don't see Powers Johnson yet. That's the one thing I don't see. I think that's the only player that I have not seen them announce yet. And I'm looking at my notifications, and yeah, it looks like he's the only player that I don't see right now. But the rest of the other 6 have been chosen. The other people got chosen.
I know they typically try to get them signed before they get them into a certain part of camp. So I think that's the other thing too, is really getting close to that time where they need to ink up their situation. So yeah.
Facts, man. Let me get to some of these comments, man. Wilkerson was handpicked by McDaniels. Get his ass out of here. No, it was. Facts, Kev reaching overpaying. The team believes in Aiden, and Aiden believes in the TV dinners. God damn, cool. Kev, agree, bro. Yup. Jay says Gallup hasn't been right since his injury. He hasn't, but we're not asking him to be wide receiver 1, 2, or 3, bro. We're just asking him to come in for a depth piece. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? And when he's healthy, he's decent. He's not great how he used to be, where he got 1,000 yard season, but he is decent enough to come in here and give us depth, right? Trey Tucker rises in 2024. Hey, speak them facts, man. Shout out to Steve Jones. Salute. No fullback utilize the tight end. That's a fact. And we got Brian too, which is a really good blocking tight end. Fullback was a McDaniels and Gruden thing, 100%. Mayer was supposed to rise in 2024 too, and Hope Bowers pushes him to his limit to achieve such. That's a fact, man. They're 2 first-round tight ends. 2 first-round tight ends. A lot of 12 personnel utilizing 2 tight ends. 100%, bro. 100%. Shout out to everybody coming in, man. I hope all is well. Hope all is well with everybody, man. Just trying to get to everybody. JPJ trying to negotiate a barbecue franchise in his contract. Great mistakes. I went into wintertime too and from Cali. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Just trying to go back to the comments, of course, man. And, then we kind of move on to something. Well, actually, let's go to this one before we go to the Costa Mesa stuff. What other areas of the roster still needs improvement for the Raiders to be considered a true threat? And let me switch the question a little bit. Or are they already a true threat or a dark horse team already? What you think, Twuan?
I think we're already a problem. I really think, and maybe that's me putting on the Raider cap. You know what I'm saying? I think we're already a problem, and I think if we just shore up what we already have, like we shore up that offensive line, and I think we could roll with that. But if you ask me to nitpick and to perfect, what we have, I would get a veteran corner. Get somebody that the quarterback has to think about before he throws it. You know what I'm saying? And I say that in the sense of and I know he can't come back, but when quarterbacks drop back and they know that Darrelle Revis was on that left side, it made you think about it before you threw it. You know what I'm saying? And I want somebody of name, but also that still has some production to where when that quarterback steps back, and I like Gilmore, so I'm gonna use Gilmore. Like they step back and it's like, oh, Gilmore's on that side. You know what I'm saying? Then they, okay, I'll try to test Gilmore and hey, take your bet on that. But yeah, I think another corner would really take this defense over the top and the team over the top. And I think that's really what I see.
It's a fact, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Glaze is the other one I did see. Actually, just speaking of Glaze, that's the other one. But for me, I think there is areas of improvement. I think the cornerback position for sure. I think I still say an edge rusher, but I think the undrafted free
Yeah.
agents, one of those guys might pan out. We'll see what happens. But I think for sure, cornerback for sure to secure it. And besides that, you really got nothing else to really look at. I mean, the wide receiver room looks good. The tight end room looks good. I mean, even the offensive line and the running back room looks good. Quarterback room looks good. The safety room is pretty good. Now with the signing of Trey Taylor official, that the safety looks good. And then you got what? The defensive tackle room looks good. The linebacker room looks better.
Yeah.
Now it's just they just signed the rookies. I think earlier than last season. I think last season it took a little bit of a while, but I think this season they secured them quickly. And you know what that means, right? That means they're doing everything they can now so they could be in the building quick, and also so they know how much salary they got in order to make some moves happen. That's what it is. And that's what happened. I mean, they still need 2 more players to get signed, but they're signing the guys pretty quickly. And I would not doubt it if we get a free agent in the next coming weeks, bro. 100%.
Yeah. And you were talking about edge, and I think that was a good key too. I think edge would definitely be like a real carrot on the, a real cherry on top of the Sunday situation. Because I think even I think our D line is okay. I think it'll be a good for the season. But if we could get another edge rusher, you know what I'm saying? I've been hearing the rumblings, and here goes a Raider rumor. I've been hearing the rumblings that Ngakwe might be an option. You know what I'm saying? And just think about if Ngakwe came in here, you know what I'm saying, to help out Coots on that other side. You know what I'm saying? We knew what the pass rush was, you know what I'm saying, when Ngakwe was here with Max Crosby and how they were getting to the quarterback, but there was no D tackle to help clean up the situation. Well, if we brought Ngakwe back with Max Crosby, now we got some D tackles to clean up that situation. So yeah, that can definitely be a possibility, and that would even make our, you know what I'm saying, then we could come at teams in waves. You know what I'm saying? Have Ngakwe come out there with Max Crosby one time, then Kuntz come out there with Max Crosby, you know what I'm saying? Because we know Max Crosby ain't getting off the field. So just to have that like overall depth, you know what I'm saying, would even make it even a more dangerous situation.
Facts, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Jack Canna. What's good? What's good? Good to see you, man. I hope all is well. Man, hit that like button, y'all. Stack them up, man. Push out the live more, man, and it'll greatly be appreciated. The D line about to make the cornerback job easier, 100%, bro. That's what it looks like, right? Shout out to Raider Squid. What's up, fam? Been a minute. Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well with you too,
Salute.
man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. But yeah, I think that the defensive line alone is going to make this cornerback room a lot better, man. And I can't wait to see what progression they do. Um, but we'll see what happens, right? And then moving on here, I think to the final thing I have here, right? And it's the Costa Mesa stuff, man. There's positives and there's negatives, thinking about it now.
Mm.
Just because the players looks like they might have to live in the West Coast for a while, for like a month for training camp, because it's now in Costa Mesa, which if you guys don't know what Costa Mesa is, I think it's in Orange County, I believe.
Hmm.
It's pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say close to me, but it's pretty close to me, man. I think if it's open, I will for sure go. I think I will for sure 100% go. I know the agreement is open thing, but then somebody else was telling me that it's more for season ticket holders and stuff. I don't know how true that is, but we will see what happens in the next coming weeks. Next coming days, actually. We'll probably see something like tickets available and stuff like that. But what are the potential benefits and drawbacks of the Raiders potentially moving their training camp to Costa Mesa, man? Talk to me how you feel about this move and stuff like that.
The the price. Anytime an organization moves operations, it costs money. You know what I'm saying? And it costs money in many ways. Where do they practice, right? Does our organization have to invest money in the quality of the grass that these players are going to be on? Because remember, these players are not just guys that are trying out. These guys are assets to the team, and we don't need them to be getting injured on some whack, you know what I'm saying, some whack uh elementary school grass. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a level of quality that needs to be around these players, even for the guys that are attempting to make the team. So money, extra money is being spent because of the move. Not only just in logistics, plane flights, um, hotel stay, you name it. Um, all that needs to be taken care of. They need to eat. When the team, when the cooking staff and all of that has to get moved, and they got to get paid and all of that. So, um, hey, Mark Davis is spending that money, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's making the money, but he's also spending the money. And that's a negative for me. Um, but a positive, and I'll just give you one positive, is team building.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if they were in Vegas, and the training camp was in Vegas, they come in the building and they go back to their house, and then they could do whatever they want to do, right? But if you're in a different location, you there's going to be times where you're going to eat together, you're going to be able to hang out together, you're going to be able to, bond together, and get to know each other, you know what I'm saying, not just on the field, but know each other off the field, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of positives. Um, and I think that's one. Think about when you went to, like, if anybody went to camp, you know what I'm saying, whatever camp that was, right? You made friends, you know what I'm saying? You got to know them, you got to eat with them, you got to hang out with them, you got to get to know them. And I think that's the kind of aspect that they're trying to bring to having them move to a different location. So, yes, we have all the great facilities in Las Vegas. Yes, we got everything to run a training camp. And yes, we will be saving money there, but you're missing out on the team building, you know, on and off the field. So I like it. I wish it was in Napa because I'm closer to Napa, but you know, I do see the positives in the team building aspect. And I think that's what's important for this team, you know, with under AP. Even though there's guys that have been here, they got to unify, you know what I'm saying? Not just under AP, but unify as a team. Because when you unify, when if AP can set the foundation and really unify the team, then he can really build from that years to come.
Facts. Costa Mesa is good for player safety and well being. That's a fact because the weather in Henderson, I believe, it's pretty. It could get hot, man. I'll tell you that it could get very very hot.
Mm.
But that's good for them, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Just trying to catch up to everybody, man. It's not open anymore due to NFL restrictions, but can get tickets. Let me know, SC. We could go together. Let me know where I could get tickets, stuff like that, man. For sure, we can, man. I need to. Me and my brother are trying to look into it, man. We're trying to go. Just let me know, man. For sure, for sure. I'm trying to go. You know, feel me? I never been to a training camp, so it might as well, right? It's right here, right? It's not gonna happen next year either. I mean, next year they'll probably go back, or I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. But I know this is a 1 year agreement, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna see what happens. Shout out to all lives, man. That's a fact, man. Lots of folks are in the armed forces in the chat. Raider Nation respects all of you. That's a fact, man. Salute to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for being here too. And taking your time off your guys' day, man, to come over here. The price ain't no big deal for the Raiders. It's a tax write-off. We ain't that broke Raiders no more. It's a fact, man. And there you go, man. A lot of summer kickoff stuff, man. Hey, hopefully you guys have a lot of fun and stuff like that, man. The facility's already up to par. The Chargers used it last year, man. Yeah, I know. The Chargers did lose it last year. They use that same facility that we're gonna use now. It's like a complex more than a facility. It's more of a complex. So, yeah, we go see what happens though. We go see what happens. I can't wait. If I can go, man, it's gonna be exciting. I'll probably try to, you feel me, try to do my best to get some footage and stuff like that, man. And I think it'll be cool. But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens, man. And all I know is Henderson is fucking crazy, bro. I went last year to Henderson. It was hot. They did it early in the AM, bro. I didn't go to training camp, but I did go to Henderson during summer, and I'll tell you, bro, it is fucking hot. Like, holy damn. And I complain about the hot over here in Cali, in SoCal. Well, Jesus, it got nothing in Vegas weather, bro. It got nothing in Vegas weather. And that's a fact, SoCal. So I kind of brought it up earlier. But yeah, Raiders have signed Bowers, Trey Taylor. They signed DeVincier. They signed Dylan Lobby. They signed Tommy Eichenberg and all those different things. So yeah.
You know, and also, you know, with the, you know, because everybody wants to go with the Heat, like they made adjustments to the Heat. You know what I'm saying? They had things out there to cool them down, but they went out there early. You know what I'm saying? So there might be something that, and again, we got a new coach, so there might be some things that AP wants to do. You know, that he's familiar with during training camp, certain experiences that he may have had when he was in training camp that he wants to do here, and some of that might require, you know, some better weather. I'll just say it like that. It's gonna be hot, but it ain't gonna be as hot as Vegas, in Costa Mesa. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they run practices, and I'm excited to hear about it. I wish I would be able to get to it closer to where I'm from, but you know, I know definitely a lot of people down in SoCal. If it's available, I know definitely our SoCal brothers are going to definitely represent for the Raider Nation.
Anything hotter than 72 is hot for SC. What the fuck? No, it's not, bro. All right, relax. Shoot, it's gonna be hot in Bakersfield. Yeah, I heard it is, man. But obviously, they have moved to Costa Mesa for this year, which is in Orange County, pretty much. And yes, for us in SoCal, man, we already know how to rep, man. We already know, man. They call LA, man, the Raiders' second home, right? We're the Raiders' second home, and that's what it's always gonna be. And we out here, you feel me? We out here, and hopefully I can go because I swear it'll be um some good experience, I would say, right? But shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, if you guys missed it, there was some news, right, that happened during the show that just happened. It has to do with the Raiders finally signing most of the rookies. The only ones that it looks like I haven't seen anything about signing is Jackson Powers and Glaze, but that's about it. And I think they would secure them probably today or tomorrow or later on next week. I think for sure. They're trying to get their salary cap in charge for another choosing of a free agent. I believe so. Stay tuned for that, man. I can't wait to see what other moves they made because I think they're not finished. I know they're not finished yet. And I hope there's a trade. I don't know. I like trades more than getting a free agent. And if some way somehow the Raiders could pull off a trade to get somebody, man, that would be great. Because every player right now is going for a bag of chips. And if you could get a great player for a bag of chips, then I'm giving them chips. You feel me? So that's how it's gonna be. But hey, any final thoughts about everything we talked about today before we head on out, Twuan?
Hey man, get ready, get ready, get ready. I think we're setting ourselves up, what I'm saying, in regards to the Raider Nation for something special this year. I'll say this. If the national media wants to throw trash on us, what I'm saying, hey, that's what they're going to do, and be honest with you, I'm glad that it's not, we ain't got a lot of the drama that we're dealing with right now is all outhouse. What I'm saying, it ain't in-house. And how many years have we dealt with drama in-house? We ain't got in-house drama. A lot of the drama that's coming to us is from outside. Look at it. Josh Jacobs, the outside media, what I'm saying, Terry and Arnold, non-Raiders, what I'm saying? So, hey, let's just keep it. I'll say it like this. Let's just keep it Raider. You feel me? Let's keep it Raider.
Facts, man. And if you guys can, for me, the final thoughts is just that, hey, I can't wait to see. I'm excited for the season, man. I think I'm excited for the season, man. Shout out to Auntie Six coming in with haymakers already. I ain't gonna lie, you have to ask Twuan that too. You gotta ask Twuan that too. You feel me?
What is he asking? I can't see the chat. You got to read it for
He
me.
says
You know,
he told Jack, "How are your Giants doing?"
hey, we doing all right. We do it. We hanging in there doing the best we can. What I'm saying? We all can't, have everybody on our team with a bad manager.
And you already know for us, man, the Dodgers out here winning. We feel me. I think we're 14-2 in the last 16 games. We're looking good right now. You feel me? Shout out to the Dodgers, man. And hopefully we could do that till the end. You feel me? Because my Lakers disappointed the fuck out of me another year. So, besides that, I appreciate everybody, man. We already know, man. It's all about the Raiders, man, right now. And I swear, man, this season is probably the most excited I've been in a while. And no predictions, but schedule release next week. So by the time we come back for the 2-for-1 Nation next week, the schedule would already be there. And don't talk about my Dodgers like that. I get it. We choke in the playoffs, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Shout out to Desert Raider, though, man. All love to everybody, man. But yes.
The Dodgers do what your favorite girlfriend likes to do. You know what I'm
saying? Yo. Lakers cooked like the. Hey, Cool Kev, relax, Cool Kev. All right, your Warriors ain't good either. All right?
Choke hazard.
Your Warriors are not good, Cool Kev. Right?
Oh yeah, they're terrible. Like why are we talking about a team that didn't make the playoffs?
Y'all lost to the Kings. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. All right. Anyways, though, jokes aside, man, I appreciate you guys for being here, man. If you guys haven't yet, hit that like button for the both of us, man. And Twuan, hey, let them know your next live videos, anything, man. Let them know.
Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been kind of missing out on lives. But you guys go ahead and saying subscribe to RaiderTwuan. I do go live at random. I'm actually about to get ready for an appointment, and I'm about to go fishing. So you might see some fishing posts later on. But subscribe, RaiderTwuan. Quit playing with yourself. Subscribe. Join the congregation. And like my closing statement is, you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else.
Yep. But shout out to everybody, man. Lakers got swept by the Kings. The Kings could go suck my. I'm not gonna say the word. I'm not gonna say the word. All right. I'm not gonna say the word. Get back. Hey, get back for the 2000s. 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 But hey, shout out to everybody, man. Jokes aside, man. I appreciate everybody, man, and I appreciate it a lot, man. All the love and support, man. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys been showing. Not only that, man. Make sure to go hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. I ain't gonna lie, my goal has been 2.5 before the season starts, and I ain't gonna lie, we are moving up, man, a lot. So I appreciate you guys for that, man, and I appreciate all the love you guys have been showing me on my edits and stuff like that, man. I'm trying, and it really motivates me to do more. So go over there, go check it out, and also go vote. This is what so far. There's 36 votes, man. Go vote on this. I want to know when to go live on Tuesdays. So far we're 25% on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So go vote because it's between those two right now, as of right now, or maybe 5 p.m. might end up coming out of nowhere. But please go out there and go vote over there, man. And there, go check out the YouTube Shorts I have dropped, man. And I appreciate all the love I've been getting on IG, man. The followers have been going up there too, man. I appreciate the love from people like Prez, Auntie Six. I see them posting my stuff, man, and everybody out there, man. I appreciate that for sure. And on that note, y'all, my next live is next Tuesday. And over the weekend, I'm going to close that community poll on Sunday. And then it would be official for Tuesday, and I would drop the live on Sunday, so then Tuesday it could be ready. But happy Mother's Day to everybody, every mother out there, man, whether you come across this or not, man. Happy Mother's Day to my mother too, man, to my sister and everybody out there, man. I appreciate you guys, real shit, man. You guys are really, hey, in the words of Tupac, man, hey, you guys don't know what he said, man, and we all were made from a woman, man, and we gotta appreciate them for everything they have done. So shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everybody that's coming across.
Let me say this, Eric. As you guys are talking about that, sorry to cut you off, but I think it's fitting for those that because that's a part of my situation too. For those that Mother's Day may be a little rough, you know what I'm saying, because mom is not here. You know what I'm saying? My mom's not here. So what I encourage you to do, and you don't have to do it, but just try it out. Do something to celebrate your mom, you know what I'm saying, even though she's not here. Maybe wear her favorite color, you know what I'm saying? Maybe play her favorite song, maybe something that you remember, seeing her drive and her jamming to while you was in the back seat, you know what I'm saying? Play that song, you know what I'm saying? Remember your mom in that way, even though she's not here. She may not be here, but it's still Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and celebrate your mom as best as you can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm praying for you, you know what I'm saying, through whatever time you're going through in this time of Mother's Day, because it can be rough for some.
That's a fact, man. And hey, you feel me? Times like this, it shows you, man, life is short, man. Always. You feel me? And I always tell you guys at the end of my lives, every live, I say life is too short. So always tell your loved ones you love them, man. Because with the world going crazy right now and things happening, whether you believe in what you believe in, religion wise or other things wise, the world right now is really falling apart. And sometimes you got to stay positive, man. And positivity doesn't even always have to mean that everything's gonna be okay, but that you're gonna be okay. Most importantly. So shout out to everybody, man. Blessings to you guys and families, man. And I see, you feel me? Somebody gotta always take a shot. All lies, you have not told me anything, bro. You have not hit me up for nothing. So don't say I don't want to collab with you, all right? You need to tell me, and I'm down to collab. I got something in the vault. I ain't gonna lie, something in a vote, and you know what? I'm gonna show glimpses of it. This is probably arguably one of my best ones, man, that I did, and I'm gonna just show a little glimpse of it. You feel me? Let me know all eyes, but little glimpse of it, man. A little glimpse of it, man. It's
Uh-oh.
it's a little bit of you feel me? An edit I have it, in the back pocket. That I'm waiting. But shout out to everybody, man. Like for me, Tuesday. I don't know what time, man. Just go vote on that community post, and then by Sunday, the live will be dropped for Tuesday. Of course, it's gonna be a preview of the schedule release, which the schedule release is Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'll most likely be live as well, and then Thursday, obviously, full analysis with Twuan, man. So please go stay tuned for that and hit that like button, hit that bell notification once again, man. And like I always like to say, man, touch never last, but tell people doing your good. Also tell people, man, life is too short. So always tell your loved ones you love them. And on that note as well, man, don't drink and drive, and have a great rest of your week and weekend, and enjoy it. And trust me, enjoy it with your family, enjoy it with your loved ones. And on top of that, man, I'll see you guys next week, man. And stay tuned for another YouTube show in the next coming days. And like always, man. Yep, you already know what it is, man. And it was another 2-for-1 Nation podcast, man. My boy RaiderTwuan. Twuan. I got this one wrong for this time. And SC Raiders Talk, man. Kid boy SC, man. And we are out. Peace.
Is the will to win. Is the will to win.
Your commitment to excellence and your will to win.